A Black Death, 1347 to 1351. Where did it start? The disease was actually spread by a bacterium called Yersinia pestis. Its epicenter was China and Central Asia, from where it reached Europe via the Silk Road. In 1347, the first major outbreak occurred in the Mediterranean coastal regions, especially in Italy, Sicily. How did it spread? The disease was most commonly spread by rats and the fleas that lived on them. Merchant ships that brought grain to Europe were full of rats. As soon as the fleas bit humans, the disease was transmitted to them. After that, it also began to spread from person to person, mainly through coughing, sneezing, and breathing. Symptoms of the disease. It was called the Black Death because black spots began to appear on the body. Sudden high fever, severe headache and chills. Swelling of the glands, especially in the neck, armpits, and thighs. Vomiting, weakness, and black blisters on the body. The affected person usually died within 3 to 7 days. Effects on Europe. It is estimated that about half of the population of Europe, 50% equals about 25 to 30 million people, died. Entire cities and villages were deserted. The economic and social life of Europe was devastated. Agriculture and trade came to a standstill because people died or were afraid of the disease. People lost faith in the church because the priests were unable to stop the disease, even with prayer and worship. Social effects. Some people began to believe that this was God's wrath. A group called the Flagellants emerged who repented by scourging their bodies. Many Jews were accused of poisoning the water, leading to attacks and massacres on ghettos. The wages and importance of the surviving workers increased due to the shortage of farmers. Treatment and measures. At that time, there was no scientific treatment. People tried various things. Burning herbs. Closing houses. Quarantine. This word also came about at the same time, meaning 40 days of separation. Wearing masks with perfume to keep the bad air out. But in reality, none of these had much effect. How did it end? The biggest wave ended by 1351, but the disease continued to recur. Later, Europe gradually improved sanitation, quarantine, and urban arrangements. Today, if this disease occurs, it is possible to treat it with antibiotics, such as streptomycin, tetracycline. Historical significance. The Black Death changed Europe. The feudal system weakened. The importance of workers increased. People began to raise new questions about religion, science, and medicine. It is said that this epidemic was actually a major cause of the Renaissance, the new scientific and academic awakening of Europe. Summary. The Black Plague of 1347 to 1351 was the most terrible epidemic in history, killing half of the population of Europe. This disease was spread by rats and fleas, and people considered it a punishment from God. It had a profound impact on the economy, society, and religion of Europe, and ultimately set Europe on a new path.